Back at Veterans Field and on the Anglers Extra pregame show. After a win last night that very well could change the Chatham Anglers season, tonight they take on one of the best in the league, the Harwich Mariners, and that really good pitching staff. Evan Stockton back with you. Time for Catch of the Day, and joined today, a very special Catch of the Day. It's Peter Burns. Peter, good to see you.
Evan, great to be here. Greatest place on the planet right here. There's no better place than Veterans Field, what I call historic Veterans Field here at Chatham.
So you are sometimes the PA announcer here, sometimes the scorekeeper. Yes. How'd you end up here?
My sister is everything Chatham. We've been coming to Chatham since I was a kid. We'd stay at Pilgrim Village. My sister continues to come. She saw an ad on Twitter that Dave Widener had died and they needed a PA person. She said, "This is your summer job, apply for it." So that was last summer, and I applied and I got it, and Vic Roberts also applied, so we switch on and off with scoring and with PA. And as I say, I'm the only PA announcer in the history of baseball who doesn't watch the game. I just, my head is down, and what happened? They put us in back there on TV nights, and it's okay. It's an obstructed view. I sit in front, I can't see, so it's fantastic. This is great.
What is the most fun part of the job?
Listening to you and Jake and Johnny and Dom Catronio call the games, to sit next to you and to listen to the game. A lot of times I have my head down and I don't even need to watch the game, and I have a great seat because I can listen to you two. It's fantastic to listen to you and Dave Souza and all the other people who work there. It's great to be part of this family, but I love listening to you and I love listening to Jake. It's fun, and working with Vic is fun, and that's the most fun part of it for me. I thought it would be the baseball, and the baseball is obviously great, but being up there in that community is really nice. That's the best part of it.
Well, thank you very much. That means a lot. Now, we're on camera here today. We'll hear the audio on the Anglers Extra pregame show, yes. But you have had experience on camera before. Can you tell us about that?
Well, yes. I'm going to tell you a story I haven't told you before. I was a political analyst. I'm a college professor, political science. I was a political analyst in New Orleans. And I started out at 7:30 in the morning. And they called me up and they said, "We want you to come in at 5:30. And I said, 5:30? I'm getting demoted? They said, "No, 5:30 is a promotion. 7:30 is the bad time because nobody's watching." So I came in at 5:30, and the day before the Saints won the Super Bowl, I was on the air, and the closest they could get to news was at 5:30, and the rest was going to be Saints coverage because the mayoral election was that Saturday. So the mayoral election was Saturday, the Saints played in the Super Bowl on Sunday, and they asked me what I thought about the game, and the whole time I thought Peyton Manning was going to throw an interception at the end to win it for the Saints. And I acted like a fool instead, and I said, "I can tell you what the final score is going to be before the game starts." And they said, "Tell us." And I said, "Nothing. And I've regretted it because I knew Peyton Manning was going to throw an interception. That would have been my career. The other thing was, when I was 17 years old, I come from a small town in Connecticut, and when I was 17, the Action News 8's truck was out in front of my high school. And obviously, being the big star that I was, I had to be on Action News 8. So I go and I get in the front of the school, and I wade through all the people, and I said to the woman, "Ask me some questions." And I was just like this. I was answering the questions like that. I look at her, I look at the camera. I thought, this is, Peter Jennings, here I come. So I went home and I said to my mother, "I'm going to be on TV tonight." I put on the VCR. I went to get something to eat. I come back, and I said, "Was I on TV?" And she said, "I just talked to 3 people I haven't talked to in 10 years. They called." I said, "That good?" She said, "Do you know what this was about? Do you know what the story was?" And I said, "No, what was it?" Well, apparently there was a survey that said that 85% of teens under 18 were sexually active. And they asked me if I had a problem with that. And my response was, "Oh, not really." Pretty much like that. I had my varsity sweater on, my hair out to here. The acne was not, you could call me a pizza face. And so I had that forever, and it was one of my prized treasures. I don't know where it is now, but if I ever go on to anything like big, I'm sure that will surface of me. And then I'll tell you one other story to put me in a good light. About 5 years later, I saved a kid's life as a lifeguard at Indian Wells State Park in Connecticut. Here comes the Action News 8 truck. The woman gets out. I can still remember. She takes her shoes off. She walks on the beach. She takes her microphone out. And she said, "Did you save this person's life?" And I look at her and I said, "I don't talk to the media." And she said, "What?" I said, "I don't talk to the media." She said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Listen, you misquoted me on the sex story in 1987. Well, they didn't really misquote me, but I didn't talk to the media. And she said, "That might be the strangest thing anyone has ever said to me. A 22-year-old lifeguard in little red shorts. I don't talk to the media." She said, "I'm not, like Leslie Stahl or anything. I'm not doing an expose. No, I don't talk to the media."
Peter Burns, luckily he's talked to us today on Catch of the Day. Peter, before you go quickly,
yes,
you struck out one former major leaguer during your time in American Legion ball. Who was that? Tell us the story.
I didn't strike him out. I got him to pop out. Brad Osmus, who's the manager of Detroit now, unbelievable talent. He threw out one of my friends from his knees. My friend was like one step off of first base, and we all went, "Oh my God." He was a phenomenal talent, phenomenal specimen. I was a left-handed pitcher, and he wanted to do switch hitting, so he went up lefty against me in a Legion game, and I got him to pop up, and that's my sports claim to fame.
Peter Burns is full of stories, as you can already tell, and he's full of great shorts as too. He's rocking the Nantucket Reds again today. I aspire for his wardrobe and all of his stories someday.
Hey,
Peter Burns.
Do you want to hear one more thing? Can we edit this, or are we done?
Real quickly.
No, I'm done.
Peter Burns is done. We'll have more later. Jake, back up to you.